Why did you pick your username? I never mind. This one made me chortle. I like dinosaur-shaped things. Yay. I read your username as Emiliaro. Honestly, I have no idea and I don't know what's wrong with me. It's okay, son. Baked beans can't melt steel memes. I'm a 1995 Toyota Tacoma. Just breaking it in. I ask for a miracle, and I'm left with not even a surprise. I didn't want people thinking I was a full-time serial killer, living that double life. Hannibal Montana. You get the limo out front. Ooh, ow. I didn't know what name to pick. Every name I tried was unavailable or too long, so I just gave up. Don't even remember what I wanted it to be. I love being at the beach. Since I no longer live on the coast, when I do make it to the beach, I am so happy. I wave and say hello to it, much to my children's dismay. Best part is that the ocean waves back. This was great. Or an eye old and this was a dad joke. Gut feeling. Lower GI feeling. Lamp. You wouldn't happen to be a moth, would you? Usernames checkout. It's up to you to decide if my comment is a lie or not. Sometimes I comment real or sometimes it's just. Most people don't seem to see the username though, so I try to keep going back and forth with them, if I can, until they get it. So if you say you lie, then you're telling the truth, which means your username is correct, which means if you are lying, that means you're lying about telling the truth. My brain hurts. Yes, I hate this question. Same. I hate how late I got to it. People always act surprised when I speak. Nice username, mate. Cheers, smiley face. My sister gave it to me cause she didn't like my original username of heroin hostage. Person shrugging female sign. Congrats on getting clean. I like whole milk. Why the 100? It is only 3% fat and milk straight from a cow has way more fat, so it isn't 100% of the cow's milk, nor 100% of the fat. Obviously that's the average number of gallons he consumes in a given week. My name is Emily and I am miserable. It's what you'd call a pun, and it's what my therapist would call not conducive to recovery. Hello fellow Emily. I'm an Emily too. Get it? MLE. I was hoping to score some free stuff, mostly in-game subs, since I saw that apparently usernames like mine were supposedly successful and damp. I read a lot of askreddit threads about terrible, unwanted gifts people receive. Gift cards turned out to be the top answer a lot of the time. It worked kinda. Also because when I used my old name, I had someone sift through my entire internet history and try to get dirt on me when I beat them in a game by posting about my accounts on various other websites for everyone to see, including my Reddit account. So I needed a new name and the anonymity helps. Hey, I'm a bit lost. Do you know where my squad is? Also, I would consider you one of us. Hi, just popping in to say hello fellow PM receivers, how do you do? I made my username cause I wanna look at big titties. I thought it was clever. The most energy efficient razor is usually the correct one. Threads like these are the only time I read people's usernames. That still doesn't explain. This is the 5th or 6th account I made. I've lost track of all the usernames. I was stoned and watching a Food Network baking competition. Ah yes, my least favorite band group, Cake Pop. You find out with this comment. That's dome dedication right there. Doug's Dimmadome. Went to 15 different stores in search of a marzipan cake for my uncle's birthday. It was a to find, but I did it. I'm a physician with big knockers. Nice. Nice. Cause I'm an electrician from Tennessee. Username doesn't check out. Instructions unclear. I hear it from the top of my child's lungs daily. Lois, is that you? Given to me by friends. We spent hours making a base in the game unturned. Just as I left to do some maths homework, an attack helicopter flew over and blew it all up. I got called useless, as I wasn't there to help defend it. That was 4 years ago. I still use the name for the majority of my online accounts. Edit. I am not really affected by the name and view it as ironic, considering maths is far more likely to help me later in life than a video game. Wow, they really put you in your place that day. My was bleeding a lot that day and I am 33. You've had your ACC for about 60 days. Your next cycle must be coming up pretty soon. Good luck. I hope it's not as bad this month. They did the math. Smelled something burning. It's short for visceral conviction. A personal mantra reminding me to not overthink, live in the moment and have the permission to be myself. I like this. Mine is also a reminder to myself. It's my name. Depending on how you read it, I'm either a typical Karen or a typical Karen. I was thinking of spaghetti when I was making my account. I'm not sure if this explains everything or nothing. If anything, I'm confident it's not a partial explanation. Lol. You monsieur. You see danger. You obviously run. I like bark, the color fuchsia, the number 53, the B2TF movies, and puns. What an expertly crafted username. Thank you, Waffly Doot Doot. I was in a band that had a pretty good thing going on for a while in Florida. Only one that made a consistent profit when we played. We were called A Crow Short of a Murder. That's a clever name, but my head hurts trying to figure out how many crows make a murder and why. Yours is short one. Edit word. They murdered it, of course. I'm a ginger and I'm not very tall. I guess that's enough to be a ginger gnome. I suffer from a nasal probel, monsieur. This was supposed to be a throwaway and it related to the topic. Parents are both doctors. I don't plan on being a doctor. Bees are endangered, so I used a quack doctor name. Cause Johnny cakes are vastly superior to lowly flapjacks up here in the frigid Northland. I couldn't think of anything, so I used the Benedict Cumberbatch name generator, and here we are. Did you mean Fiddlestick Cumbersnatch? To let people know about the web portal for tech enthusiast Reddit users. And GT, smiley face. I like broccoli and have never consumed the yellow sauce. And beans was taken. Imhayas. Sweet. It gives me an upper hand in arguments. Sure you, succock kid. I'm just very original lol. Because I'm bad with names. It means shit post in Norwegian, and I shit post from Norway. Dogs are better than people. They're better at running for things. 2. Random line from a Pablo Francisco stand-up bit about absurd piercings. What's up, I got my liver pierced. Yeah, don't touch it, all my pants. It's unique and slightly funny. I got bored of what's going to be my username process, so I just picked the word used to describe that process. My crippling tentacle hentai addiction. My very first online character name I came up with when I was 17, and basically just stuck with it. I come up with a lot of weird names, but at one time I was in computer class in 4th grade. We had to come up with passwords, so I said, hey brain, think of a name. And then I thought, you know what, Tilda. That name has really stuck to me, and it is the name of a character. I one day hope to make an animated TV show with the main character as that name. As an important reminder, chose it at a time where the internet was going crazy about bacon, like it the best food ever. Personally I hate the stuff, and I knew a guy with the surname of Bacon who I thought was an asshole. Hence, nasty bacon cheeky smiley face. I absolutely love the show Boston Legal, but there is one episode that I appreciate more than most, and it's a constant rewatch for me. Whenever I view the series on Hulu, there's an episode with a rather savvy rich businessman who also happens to be dying of cancer. Long story short, he's being sued for using his wealth to guarantee he didn't get a placebo in this test group for an experimental drug to cure said cancer. So, he hires a lawyer to defend himself against this lawsuit. Simultaneously, he ends up helping his own lawyer with another case she's working because it turns out he passed the bar, but in order to be allowed to try said case with his lawyer, he needs permission from a senior partner in the firm. He very casually approaches the senior partner, instantly gets permission to try a case, all while networking and flattering him all at the same time. It's much more difficult to explain the awesomeness of this episode than it is to just watch it, because in the span of this one episode, they managed to demonstrate how likable, charming, and resilient this guy is, despite him being perceived as this greedy rich dude who manipulated a test study. In other words, he's just a very layered character. The title of this episode, The Cancer Man Can. It was the first two words that came to my mind for another website. I now name every account Klepto Candy. My friends used to call me Phoenix because I could rise from the ashes and salvage school assignments on the reg. Then we realized I'm too much of a dork to be called Phoenix, so we shortened it to Fanny, which turned to Feeny, which got shortened to Fiend. And I'm a girl, so Lady Fiend. My name is Montana. People always ask me why my parents named me Montana. I had just seen a raccoon eating out of my garbage. My initials are identical to a popular franchise known for pitching tents, renting cabins, and parking RVs. I work in IT and have short arms, skeptical smiley face. I am really stupid. My username was going to be really why did you do this, but that was too long, so here we are now. I was basically listening to a song with the same name when I had to choose the username, so I thought why not? And here it is. I like hats.